Hello and welcome to the show. I'm going to be building another silly vehicle. This vehicle is so big it doesn't even fit on the screen. We're going to be using the Ford Transit. This is the super sport van. We're not going to be using the original engine though. No, that would be far too sensible. We're going to use the Nascar engine. You know, the one that we put in the Bel Airs and the other stuff? The one that can have near enough 1,000 horsepower. Yeah, we're going to put that in a Transit and see what happens for reasons. Because we can, basically. I could make a 4-wheel drive Transit. Nah, don't want to do 4-wheel drive. It would make it vaguely possible to control, and I don't know where the fun is in that. Let's get rid of the restrictors. So there we go. Near enough 1,000 horsepower. In a Transit. We're not going to leave the rest of it stock though. I'm going to put handling parts on it. I'm going to see what it actually drives like if you tried to vaguely build one of these sensibly. So we're going to put racing suspension. We've got racing brakes. We're going to have, let's put on some weight reduction. It's actually not quite as heavy as I thought to start with. That's still lighter than the new Bentley. Holy crap. We'll get it under, yeah, I mean, it's still going to be a heavy old car, old van, technically. But, you know, it's a Transit. What the hell did you expect? By the looks of it, this is probably going to end up in A-class with all of the racing parts once you put the tyres and maximum tyre widths on. Oh, gearbox may shunt it up hugely. Who knows? Gearbox, what do you do? No, they don't really change very much. And they're going to race tyres, maximum tyre widths. We'll probably put this around mid-A class, perhaps. Yeah, I won't be using this vehicle for competitive racing for fairly obvious reasons, in that it would be rubbish. At least I'm presuming it'll be rubbish. Maybe it'll be amazing. I somehow doubt it, though. What have we got in the way of parts? Yeah, aero parts might be quite useful. But I could just have it look like a stock van. Nobody would suspect a thing. I think that... Well, what's the wing like? Please tell me it's a silly wing. I'm really hoping it's a silly wing. Please be silly. It's a sensible wing. It's... that was disappointing. I want one of those big double wings that Daniel hates from the hatchbacks in Forza 4. That's slightly disappointing. What do we want? We're going to put front aero on it. I feel like we probably should. I'm not sure it's really going to make any difference whatsoever. I know what we're going to do. Let's take off all the aero. Let's just leave the van looking completely stock. I kind of like that. I kind of like that the van looks exactly like a normal Transit, well, with a silly paint job on it. But oh, my computer! No, computer! Do not restart now. Shush! Remind me later. Go away. God damn it! I hate it when the computer just decides, right, I must restart now while you're doing stuff. Stupid thing. Oh dear. What else do we going to put on this thing? We might as well just lose a bit of weight. Oh, differential. That could be quite useful. We want it to, yeah, we want you to work properly. And since we're here, sod it, might as well put the clutch on it as well. So there we go. I was right. It is in the mid of A class. Now, where to test such a silly vehicle? This is going to end up in a big crash. I can sense it. Yeah, let's... Or should we go Long Beach or should we go Prague? Should we go Prague short circuit? Yeah, let's go to a really fast track in a vehicle that doesn't really... Well, probably... Maybe this will be amazing. Maybe this will handle fantastically. I somehow doubt it with the size. Like, even if... Well, this is not as heavy as I thought it would be. Down to sort of 3,800-ish pounds. It's just the size. You have a relatively high centre of mass compared to, well, anything that's vaguely decent handling. I think it will be terrible. But never mind. We shall go into the cockpit view. Not the best visibility, I will be honest. In fact, the roll cage hasn't really made it any worse. The Transit just doesn't have the best of visibilities. Do feel rather high up here. I am a massively tall person to be seeing this view, but never mind. Here we go with the Transit. We are off, and it's, well, it wants to wheel spin constantly. Actually, this has got near enough 1,000 horsepower. It does not want to wheel spin as much as I feared it might. Coming into the first corner. Oh, we've got some understeer. Oh, and we've got quite a bit of oversteer. It hasn't gone round in a circle. I may have put it in reverse at one point there by accident. Okay, this isn't quite what I expected from it. Like, I'm putting down quite a lot of power in this, and it's got incredible traction, which is surprising considering it's going to have very little weight over the back. Yeah, that really put its power down well. Ooh, handling front is scary. I'm not sure that wasn't on two wheels across that bridge. It did look like it was leaning quite a bit. I've slightly brushed a wall. It's fine. And curbs. Oh, I've clonked a wall on that side. It's good. We're still not broken. Yeah, this is not terrible. Like, the Fiat was very, very hard to control. This is not quite as bad as I thought it might be. Like, ooh, okay. I was being a bit silly there, but I was almost got around that corner, putting the power down super early and like being flat out on the power. Let's just break a little bit early into turn one. Yeah, we were definitely on two wheels there. We've taken out some bollards. We've got quite a bit of understeer. We have got quite a bit of understeer in the Transit, which should really be the least of my concerns with this much power. I was expecting this thing to be, yes, I want to be a drift van and be sideways everywhere. In actual fact, it's quite a lot more controllable. I'm having more problems with understeer with this than I am with oversteer. Like, I'm flat out here. I've not got too many issues. Got to be a little bit careful on some of these rises. If it gets itself slightly in the air, doesn't like that too much. And yeah, all the understeer, all of the understeer. Doesn't like that curb. God, that curb is nasty. I need to remember about that. That curb will try to kill you. And I was trying to show you and was slightly, I've smashed a window. Never mind, it's fine. We can fix that. Yeah, I'm being relatively silly on the power, and this has got stupid amounts of power. I also love how the rev counter, because of the standard diesel engine or whatever in this, is never meant to rev that high. I love how the rev counter inside the van is constantly at full when I'm driving. When I change up, it doesn't move. We have got all of the revs all of the time, and the speedo goes off very quickly as well. I can drive this without too many problems if I wasn't being silly with the power. Like, if I'm just a bit careful, I don't have to be ultra careful, ultra cautious putting power down. This is a 1,000 horsepower Transit, near enough. How does that work? How does all of that bits come together and make the thing work? That doesn't make any sense. It's ridiculous. I'm really quite surprised. I mean, yeah, we can get it out. It's not easy. Actually, it's not bad. I mean, you can still get it wrong. I would say it's fairly easy to get it out of shape if you're being over ambitious. You know, it's got a lot of power that it'll happily spin the wheels up with. Oh, and it does not like the curbs. It does not like the curbs whatsoever. I've not spun on that curb before. We will... Oh! And didn't quite stop. Okay, so report on the Transit. A hell of a lot better. Curbs are a real nightmare, though. You just can't deal with them. This is even with all of the race suspension and stuff. You hit the curb and it throws the van around. I wonder if how far I can get this up onto two wheels. Oh, we might have to try that. We'll try that. Now, the first corner here, if we hit it right, you can't really roll cars anymore in Forza 5. But if you hit this first corner right, you can get them a hell of a long way onto two wheels. So let's give it a go with a Transit that should be pretty good at getting on two wheels. It doesn't feel good through there. It just does not feel very good. Through that bumpy section, it'll go a bit unhappy yet. We will clatter over them, and it can't deal with that. But just around normal corners, I mean, these bumps are something you don't normally have to worry about. Prague is probably one of the bumpier circuits on the game. Street circuit. It's oh, big slide. Cat not caught it. We've not caught that one. That one, it has gone round in. Come on. Flick that round. Do big burnouts with the Transit, big wheel spins, and then into this turn one. If I can get this right and not hit these curves on the bridge, because they'll mess you up for your line. Can we get it on two wheels? We missed the curb. Oh, That was a silly thing to do. We've broken the everythings. Let's just try again. So now I've got distracted, and I've decided we shall do Will It Roll instead of silly car builds. It's fine. Let's see if we can roll a very powerful transit. That's just things that happen. That's just how I play Forza. Okay. Right, into this first corner. And now we've got to be a little bit close to the curve. Steer! Oh, yeah, we get a long way on two wheels. We've smacked it up. But where did I manage to roll before? It was Sebring, wasn't it? Sorry, I don't care anymore. This van's a lot better to drive than I thought it was. Or I thought this was going to be a nightmare and be sideways everywhere. It isn't. That doesn't make sense. So I'm now going to roll it to try and... Well, I say break physics, break Forza physics. Forza physics and real physics are very different things when it comes to rolling your vehicles. Yeah, let's go test drive. It was Sebring. Oh dear, where is it? It was Sebring. Can we do it on that layout? I can't remember. We'll do it on the full one. We'll just spin it around and we'll find that little chicaney bit where we rolled the Land Rover off. I would imagine this would roll. It should roll pretty easy. They fell over incredibly easy on Forza 4. They don't actually roll all the way onto their roof very well because, well, they're a van. They've got very, very high sides, which means making them go onto their roof is actually surprisingly tricky. You have to be taking a lot of speed to get them onto their roofs. But it should go up on two wheels and flop onto its side without too much of a problem. Okay. Oh god, it's going to hate this final corner at Sebring. This is the bumpiest corner in existence. It's a horrible corner. Don't like it. Yeah, we've got quite a bit of understeer. Oh, and then oversteer when I tried to put too much power down too soon. Horrible, horrible bumps. We caught it. We didn't spin it round in a circle. Okay. So I've tried about how to take this corner to make it roll. It's been so long since I've tried deliberately to roll cars on Forza 5. Actually, I think one of the reasons why this van is pretty good to... Well, not terrible to drive. You've got very long gear ratios in this. So you don't have... Yeah, I think that might help things. Where was the corner? It wasn't that one, but that one there has thrown me out of shape. What corner was it that we... Was it this one up here? I think it was this one here that rolled. Perhaps. Attack the curbs! No, we've just... Or was it this one? It might be this one. Attack that curb! It's not worked. Oh, we've gone over. That's... Well... We were supposed to roll on the curb, not on the grass. Anybody could roll on the grass. Oh. We have somewhat broken the transits. We have killed this one. Surprisingly, we've still got some movement. Again, even when you get... Did I break everything? I think I might have killed every single possible part on that. Oh no, the back of the car... The back brakes and the back suspension are fine. Just everything else is dead. Still driving though. God damn it. I should have probably turned damage off simulation to try this. Yeah, it will roll on the grass without too much trouble. The curbs here are a little bit of a faff. But no, this transit, it's surprising. That it shouldn't drive that competently. I wouldn't say well. It is not an ideal car, but it shouldn't drive that competently. That's pretty surprising. I expected to be fighting that everywhere. It kind of works. Shall we just quickly take it to Long Beach? See how it fares on a tiny track that it really shouldn't be driven around this one. Also, we could try and roll it off the fountain bit. Yeah, we'll give it a go here. Long Beach is a bit of a funny track actually. It's a very tight and very twisty circuit. However, it can be a little tough testing cars here because all of the corners are very low speed. There's not very fast corners around this track, so you don't get a good test of a car's grip necessarily around a place like this because of all of the corners you're going pretty damn slow for at the best of times. This first, I guess you could kind of call it a corner. That could be a little bit interesting in some cars. How are we under braking? Into turn 1. Not good, but certainly not the worst thing that I've driven. Alright, up towards the fountain. Can we... No, we can't get... Oh, understeer. Yeah. At a place like this, the Transit is not the best of cars to drive. Yeah, not surprising, really. We may have bumped the wall slightly. Not quite used to having a vehicle this wide. We are sliding. That's actually quite a nasty corner down there. It's sort of off camber. Very easy to get cars out too sideways on the exit of that one. And again in here. Yeah, a little bit more throttle control required on this particular track. Much more eager to spin its wheels. But still, considering the amount of power and the vehicle we're driving, this is remarkably good. No, it's not. They're not exactly a Lotus Exige, but this is a lot better than I could have ever expected from the Transit. Brakes not so good. Quite a bit of understeerage there. So normally, most cars, even the worst of cars, will get stopped if you brake at the 500 meter board. Transit's a little bit scary. How does one fare with the tight hairpin? Ooh, yeah, we can get round it. But we can get round it. Let's go for a flying lap. This first kink, if you like, is going to be really horrible in the Transit. Wait for it. There we go. We're sideways. We're very sideways. No, I had a suspicion going flat out there probably wouldn't work, and funnily enough, it doesn't. You just have a big crash. Well, there's only one way you can find these things out, so it was worth a try. Now, if we go do some gardening, no, we can't carry enough speed through there to get it that far on two wheels. And ooh, understeer, all of the understeer on a track like this. But no, like, even here, it is not. Ooh, it is pretty bad. It's pretty bad with understeer, though. It's certainly not the problems I was expecting with this. It really does deal with the power quite well. However, that is it for this video, guys. The Transit is not the most ridiculous of cars ever imaginable for sticking too much power in, and I didn't expect to be saying that. It was actually really rather good. If you have vehicles you would like to see me modify in a completely stupid way and try and put too much power in and see if they are still vaguely drivable, let me know in the comments section. I'll have a look through, and the most popular will be in a video at some point. However, until next time, goodbye.